Okay guys, the next thing I've done is taken the Star Wars Lego book, which I showed in the process video of gathering my things together, and I've just taken the staple out of it, and so then I have these pages here, and I've cut them in half because they're going to have to be folded one way or another, or used you know, as a pocket or something like that. So I've gone ahead and taken them apart and taken the little guy out. Okay guys, and looking at these sheets here, okay, this is one that I would like to get the pattern on this side of the sheet. So I've taken a little card that I made, a tag, and it is 3 1/4 by 6 inches. And it's just made out of some thinner cardstock. And what I'm going to do is just glue and then place it down and then cut it out with my little snips. So I'll show you how to do that. I know that when I started making journals, I felt very intimidated by what you needed to do. I was so unsure of everything, but to be honest, you can do whatever it is you want to do and however you are most comfortable doing it. Okay, so I just covered it, the edge is real good, with the Fabrifix, which is what I use. This is the name of it here. And I'm going to see, I don't want this arrow in it, so I'm going to come up above that. And I'm just going to lay it down on this piece of paper right here. And I will take the large bone folder and smooth out that glue. Okay. And I'm going to let that dry really well. Well, I don't really have to. I guess I'll go ahead and do it. And let your tag be your guide. You can turn anything into a tag. Packaging. Now, if it's for personal use, you can use magazines and stuff like that, so that you don't, you know, infringe on copyright. You can't sell those because they don't belong to you. That's the way I understand it anyway. It'll do better once it's dry. It'll be easier to cut out. Okay. Now I'll trim that up some more once it's done. But there's the making of a tag right here. And I can get my my chomper thing. Now I don't measure it. I mean, you can. Yeah, that's fine. I just kind of eyeball it. I'm using the larger punch to put my hole in. And you can build layers up on top of this if you like, or if not, just ink your edges with whatever you got, your inks, your markers, or whatever it is you want to use, just to make that blend a little better. Okay, so and the next thing I'm going to do is go through some of these and pick out some of these characters that I want to make a tag out of. And then do the same process. Just take whatever size tag I want I mean, if I want it bigger, I make it bigger. If I want it smaller, I make it smaller. And for the corners, I used, what did I use? There. The We Are Memory Keepers corner. It's got a small angle and large angle. And I used the large angle on these. But I mean, you don't have to. You can just cut your little triangle on one side, get the little piece that falls off, turn it over, and place it at the other corner and cut the same measurement as that by using that as your guide, and you have a matching tag. Or if it doesn't bother you, you know, I've seen people just snip and snip. You know, it's whatever works for you. I like the crop. I like mine to be even. Little OCD, I guess. But anyway, so that's how we do that. And I'll make some more tags and I'll come back and show them to you. Okay guys, now I've taken one of the Star Wars posters that I had, which was the blueprints, and I've cut it down. Like this whole piece right here is the X-Wing fighter. This whole section is B-Wing fighter, X-Wing Star Layer, the Millennium Falcon, A-Wing fighter. Cut that by mistake. And then I have this part that says Rebel Fleet, and this part that says Star Wars. So I just cut it down into little pieces, more manageable pieces. And what I'm going to do is, like I did with the other page, is I'm going to take the smaller pieces, and I can get these two pieces on one piece of paper, you know, this way. So I'm going to glue these down to here. I'm going to cut this one. Let's see, that says top view, so I'm going to cut above that. So what I'm going to do is glue this part of the poster down to this cardstock. Now this is a lightweight cardstock. It is just the value pack I got at Tuesday morning. That right there. And I'm just, it's a lighter weight is why I wanted it. And so I'm going to glue that on there, and that gives me something so that this is a little more stable. Gives it a little more weight. So I'll do that. Okay, what I'm going to do, because the poster is rolling on me, is roll it the other way. I'll straighten it out a little bit. And I can kind of see through the paper here. Get my top on the glue so it doesn't start bubbling at me. And I'm just going to put this down and then use this large bone folder. You can use anything, just something that will smush the glue down so it's nice and smooth. I don't have any bubbles underneath there. It's nice and smooth now. My extra glue come out. Sorry about that. My punch fell over. And I'm going to wipe the edges and my tool with a fragrance-free baby wipe. And that's just something I picked up at Kroger. You can, you know, I would use fragrance-free though. And I am going to let this dry. I didn't let the other dry. I'm going to let this dry so it cuts better. But then I have, it's got a little weight to it. It's more like, well, it is cardstock because it's on cardstock. But I'll cut this out, and I may use this as like a pocket on a page, and then use these as little tags to stick down in the pocket. Because this is the actual, this is the whole view of the top view rather, of the X-Wing, the side view here, and then the front view here. So it's like an engineering schematic. Okay. I'll come back when I do something else.